Yeah.
Hey guys, I'm Amy and this is
Ollie.
And welcome back to our channel From the Road with Love, where Ollie decks out his camper van all by himself. Woo!
With a little bit of help from Amy. Yep, we're turning this into the ultimate rig of Australia, doing the whole thing DIY. And in this week's episode, we are doing our final step backwards, getting the whole thing prepped for its insulation before we can finally take our first step forward and insulate it, and then we can start to fit out from there.
But make sure you hit that subscribe button, maybe here, maybe over there, if you want to see how it goes.
Let's see how we go. Okay, so the next step of getting this thing ready for our insulation is essentially moving our way top to bottom, back to front, and getting every surface as clean as we can possibly get it to allow the spray-on insulation to stick. That's going to involve pulling out as many of these rusty staples as we can find. For those that are still doing the job of stapling, we'll take a wire brush to those and grind them down to clean metal at least, so we don't have any rust underneath. And I'll be taking a sander to all these sort of rough edges to make sure all those have a smooth surface for the insulation to stick to. And I'll be taking a wire brush to any of the leftover rotted wood just to make sure we get rid of all that. Essentially we want a clean, solid surface for all of that insulation to stick to. It's probably the part of the job I'm least looking forward to, but it is also one of the most important parts. Let's get to it. Annoyingly, we also have a lot of bits of leftover fluffy insulation here. I've been recommended to use the wire wheel on that as well, and that should. The other thing we're gonna have to do is get rid of a lot of these cross beams, because I need to be able to fit my aluminium bar. On this side, it'll be okay. We're going to have aluminium bar up against that, but in these middle sections, we're going to have one running down this way, one running down that way, and I believe one in the middle, but that doesn't quite fit under here, so we either need to cut a slot out or just remove these bars completely, which is a little bit risky because then we're losing a bit of our roof support. We are going to replace it with aluminium, so I'm not that fussed by it, but it's just one of those things where you got to think your way through it at least. Also, because when we're putting the spray-on insulation, we want to be able to get up in here, and we don't want to remove this bar later and take some of that insulation we've applied off. So we kind of need it at its finished state before we get this insulation on. Okay, it's Action Stations. We're finally going to do the prep for the spray-on Corkon insulation. In order to get the best application from this product, we need all the surfaces to be as clean as possible and as free of moisture, free of rust as we can get them. As you can see, we've got all sorts of surfaces back here, which is why I've chosen Corkon as the ultimate product. Basically, it won't really matter what we spray into, it's going to stick to it, it's going to make a nice cohesive surface sort of everywhere and seal our inside away from our outside. What do we need for this one? Now, every job is going to be different. If you've got a nice metal framed van, you probably just need to give that a good wipe with some wax and grease remover and make sure the areas are sealed up. However, with all these sort of surfaces for us, we've got all sorts of things. Okay, so got my trusty screwdriver so I can remove some of the final brackets and stuff. Got my trusty craft knife, cut away some of the leftover wallpaper. Got my trusty snips, cut off some of these final cables that I won't be using. We have our multi-tool with a blade attachment. This will help remove some of this stick-on silicone off the roof. We have our mini plunge saw. This is going to help me cut holes in some of these wooden braces because we are going to be replacing all that with our aluminium braces. We have our orbital sander. This is going to help us get a nice smooth finish and smooth off some of these rough edges that have been left behind when we've peeled the plywood off. We've got wire brush on the end of an electric drill. That's going to help us get rid of some of that leftover insulation and clean up some of that rotten wood that we got. Got a few different attachments for that. We have wax and grease remover. If you're ever having trouble cleaning anything, chuck some of this on it, give it a wipe. Almost guaranteed to make your problems go away. Also have our PPE. So I've got some glasses, dust mask for when I'm sanding, gloves, and my sperm suit for when I start doing some of this insulation. All right, let's get prepping. Okay, so it doesn't look like much, but I've been using this multi-tool to smooth out any rough edges. It's been pretty useful at getting some of these splinters off, not all of them obviously, but if you have a look. Yeah, so it's pretty much peeling. I'd say it's a bit of a peeler. It'll peel back whatever's sort of sticking out and smooth that off. It's got a little bit of cutting power too, so I can trim off some of these splinters as well. It doesn't need to be perfect, but essentially we want it to be a smooth surface at least, so that that Corkon spray can stick to it and not be stuck out. Okay, so this step I'm not looking forward to the most, but has to be done. We're going to take a wire wheel, which is something like that. They come in all sorts of different shapes and sizes. I'm going to use this to scrape off the last of these little insulation strands, like that. Now that stuff is really itchy. So I have protected myself as much as I can. It's not the end of the world, but it's just a little bit annoying when that stuff gets on your skin. Okay, so it might not look different, but this interior is now insulation free. It's also had a wire brush around everything. We've gotten rid of all the little burrs. All the surfaces are relatively smooth. They're not perfect, but any imperfections are going to be covered up by about 2 mils of Corkon, which is such a beautiful part of this product. Final step is going to be using our wax and grease remover. Just going to give a wipe down on some of the other surfaces, like the metal of the cabin and the exposed fiberglass around here. And then we are pretty much ready to mask and spray tomorrow morning. Okay, so we've done all the prep work. Essentially what this is the before video tour. Let's have a look inside of what it looks like before we spray on our Corkon. I hope you enjoyed that episode. Make sure you hit subscribe to see how we go applying the spray-on Corkon insulation next episode.